I had a question come in on the Discord. It says, how do you meet your other goals and desires in life while holding the one that feels like the main one? That for me would be enlightenment. How do you manage that? Okay, so I'm in front of a door. The door symbolizes, trying to get enlightened. It's deep, right? This is a shorter version of a longer question that they sent me, where they talked about that at the beginning of the year they were like, that's it, I'm getting enlightened. Then they met somebody, then they started dating, and now they're all distracted with love songs and the other person. And they're kind of going, how do you do the two together? And it's all part of it. Like as soon as you make that declaration to yourself, as soon as you kind of go, you know what, I'm going to go for it. I want to get enlightened. I do. I'm going to go for it. All sorts of things start to happen. All sorts of things can start to change. So the fact that they met somebody and that now that they're, in love and they're going through that whole process, that's all part of it. That's all part of what happens, because it's a bit like the door. You don't know how to get in the door. The door is there, the door being, I don't think I'm enlightened, and then you're sort of going towards that, but then you don't know how to get through the door. So all you have to do is, you're doing is saying, I want to go through the door, and then you just have to wait and see what happens. So in this case, love showed up, and love is starting to will do the thing that love does. It'll just sort of change everything on the inside for you, and it's all part of the process. Because as I said, I'm doing the 21 enlightenment retreats on Medeira. I don't know how to make somebody enlightened. I don't know how. I only know how I made me enlightened. So it's such an individual thing for each person, and such an individual process that you can't plan it. There's no way you can kind of say, oh, this is what you do, and this is what's going to happen. So I think it's part of it. And it's not like other goals. It's not like, oh, I want to run a marathon or whatever, and then you stop training. It's like once you declare it in all kind of honesty to yourself and you're clear about it, then all sorts of magic starts to happen. All sorts of things change. So I wouldn't be too concerned. It's not like you're not doing it or that you've lost sight of the enlightenment thing. It's just blended into the background, and it's still tipping away there in your life. And speaking of the whole enlightenment thing, if you're listening and you're watching and you're interested in the 21-day enlightenment retreats, but you're kind of going, oh, I don't know if I can get to Medeira. I don't know, I'm interested, but I don't know how to do it. Well, as it's kind of revealing itself and getting clearer, the process is going to start in a month or so, where, and that process will build and build and build, so that, all going well, getting to Medeira will be part of it, but not the whole of it. So if you're interested, if it's something that you're kind of curious about, go to the website and find the retreat part, and it'll say, about the Enlightenment retreats in Medeira, and add your name to the expression of interest, because that goes onto a mailing list, and then I can keep you informed of it, and you can start the process, because there's a whole process to be gone through about getting clear what it means to you to be enlightened, what the gap is, why you're not enlightened now, and how to get there. Because all my kind of approach with things is it has to be grounded in life. If it's not grounded in life, you can go away into a cave or some retreat, and you can remove yourself from life and have amazing insights. But then if you can't bring that back into life, can't make it ordinary, then it's not really, it doesn't really fit. You can't really sit it down into your life. So the process leading up to going to Medeira is very much part of it. So register your interest now, or get in touch with me and let me know you're interested, and then I can include you in that process of getting clearer and clearer and clearer as you go. Even if you've no intention of going to Medeira, but you're interested in getting enlightened, get in touch.